So my name's Drew Cooper and I work at Babington doing human resources. So there's many barriers getting into jobs. So like first barrier, it's the whole applying. So whether that's doing it online or job boards or like going to job fairs, then it's the stigma like, pressure, getting into the right job and knowing what you want to do, that's a big pressure point as well. And then there's going into the actual interview, which is quite nerve-wracking as it is. So whether you're dressing right, you know what you're going in, what questions are going to ask. So my mentors helped me from choosing what kind of work I want to do, so where my strengths and weaknesses, where I'm confident in, and what type of business I could succeed in, and what areas where to work. And then after choosing that, going on to the interview stage helped me get what clothes I need, preparing for it, being ready, getting there on time, the travel for it. So it's a big difference for the personal budget from helping me sustain, so basic living, so toiletries, shopping, everyday living, and then travel costs to work, and helping me sustain that employability, so I ain't got anything to worry about while at work or anything like that. So Talent Match and Yaz has been very different and much more useful than many other employability like programs and stuff like that get you employed, because of the amount of support, and whether it's just that little bit extra, they go a little bit extra further to help you. It doesn't feel like they're just there for the work, they're helping you, going that extra little bit of mile to help you and give you that success. So I think you need a mentor, that extra person to speak to you, help you in that employability guide. That's another person to give you advice on your strengths, weaknesses, and then even if you don't pass the first time, you might fail, it's another person to help you guide on, boost you, keep you going. Ongoing support with your mentor after gaining work, I think that could be one of the biggest things to help people sustain that work. So whether it's interviewing with your team and stuff like that and getting to know people, that might be a confidence issue, and then your mentor could help you build your confidence. I think future employment reference should look like pretty much like Talent Match, improving it as they go, find anything they can improve on and stuff like that, which will help not just myself but thousands of other people out there. So a lot of the process is getting into interviews and stuff like that. You might not be accepted, but you may not get notified or anything like that, and that could knock confidence by, even if it was just a phone call to say unfortunately you've not been successful, at least you know where you were at. But if you don't get anything, then that could be a big confidence knock. Where I started was I wanted in a good place. I was no experience looking. My next step was employment, which not many people could help you with, but then Talent Match helped me get the experience, which led on to sustaining an apprenticeship, and then eventually now I'm in my 11th month. They've offered me full-time employment starting in the new year. Talent Match also helped me outside of work, so that was gaining ID and helping me go to St George's Park for a training camp and being selected and qualified to play for England in the Street Football World Cup, where Talent Match helped me fund, so passport, ID, as well as stuff to help me go away, where we ended up finishing third. So getting my first ever job, this was my first ever job, so obviously I've been able to sustain it and keep it, and then because of the support from Talent Match, it's just made me enjoy it even more. So enjoying work, not everyone enjoys work, but then you do at the end of the day when you've got not as many things to worry about.